Oh, oops. All right, hello everybody. Welcome to Q&A live stream number 3. Today is Monday, June 25th, 2018. It is exactly 6:45 here on the East Coast. All right, so hello everybody. Welcome to Q&A live stream number 3. This is going to be about all the stuff, questions and answers, and some news that I'm going to be going over in this live stream. So first off, I think we need to talk about Toys R Us. So Toys R Us is really winding down the liquidation sales. The most of the stores are expected to close this week. Some of them are going to close midweek. Some of them are going to close tomorrow, Tuesday, I believe, Thursday. Some stores are going to close, but every single Toys R Us will be closed by Friday, June 29th. So this Saturday, you will not be shopping in a Toys R Us for toys. You will probably most likely be at a Walmart or Target, or you'll be on Amazon. So as of Friday, Toys R Us will be no more. I am trying in contact with my friend right now. We're going to try and go see the Toys R Us at the Fashion Center Mall for one last time, just because it is a very unique and special store. And I figured I'd pay it one last visit before the whole company goes gone. The whole company's like gone, and you can't get to that store anymore. So yeah, that is I think the biggest news that I wanted to talk to you guys about. But we're gonna excuse me. We're gonna talk about some more stuff. This week, anyways. So also what I wanted to talk about was the construction going on at the Altenburg Town Center. Now, yes, the Altenburg Town Center is doing some construction. A new Burlington Coat Factory is going on the upper level of where on top of Marshalls and Saks off Fifth. And that used to be several mall offices as well as Chapel on the Mall, which was an old church located at the mall. But that has since that closed back in 2017, which was last year. It closed early last year, and it will now be turned into a brand new Burlington Coat Factory, taking up most of the space on the second level. Yes, they're raising the roof between Saks Off Fifth and Marshalls. Originally, it was supposed to be from Target all the way to Marshalls. However, it went from $140 million to only $70 to $80 million, since they're only raising the roof between Saks Off Fifth and Marshalls. And you guys can watch my video and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. But it was scaled back. It could very well be in the future plans. They could take those plans off the shelves. But right now, the second floor project between Century 21 and Target has been shelved. So that will not be happening. They could very well take it off the shelves if the Burlington project is successful, and if that project with Burlington is successful enough. But yes, there'll be 2 escalators and 1 elevator, most likely a Schindler 338 shuttle going up to Burlington Coat Factory. That is about the only thing that you can expect from that. So yeah, that's about the only thing you can expect. Oh, hello there, Texas Elevators. How are you? So anyways, so yeah, that is what's happening with the Altenburg Town Center and Toys R Us. And yes, guys, Toys R Us, Raymore and Flanagan won the bid for the Toys R Us store located on Route 4 near the Altenburg Town Center. So that will now be a Raymore and Flanagan store. I do not know if they're going to be closing the one on Route 17. They could very well keep that location, but I don't know. They could very well relocate themselves closer to their outlet store. And honestly, it would make sense because then it would be easier for trucks to take the supplies from the regular Raymore and Flanagan store to the outlet Raymore and Flanagan store. So it's just, I think honestly, with having both of those stores on the same highway, it does kind of make sense economically, and they're right around the corner from each other. So I think that's what makes sense with those two stores. So yes, Raymore and Flanagan will be coming to the Toys R Us in Paramus. I do not know what's coming to the Toys R Us at the Fashion Center. Yes, I know about James Brock. I know exactly. Yep, 1 year ago today. I know. I mean, 1 year ago that day. I know it was very sad with the whole James Brock and everything. It was a very very sad event of what happened to him. And what's your you would have to send me a DM about that. You'd have to send me a direct message about that. I'm not going to talk about that, but you can send me a direct message about that, and I'll be happy to answer that question for you. Um, what's it called? But yeah, so anyways, guys, so yeah, that's what's happening with all these retailers and right now and that stuff. And I'm gonna check and see if we got any more news here to talk about. Let's see. I think really just Toys R Us is the biggest thing this week. Um, you can also again personal message me about that as well. Oh God, let me see. Oh my God, more Sears stores. Oh my. Let's see. I'm just looking to see if there's any special articles here for you guys. So just give me a minute. I know. Let's see. Let's see. I think this. Yeah, this is just a news article. Yeah. I'm hoping for that too, because whatever that guy did, I'm very disgusted. Really, Rego Park. Well, I don't care about that store. I don't care about that store, Ultra. I don't care about that store whatsoever. It's a store with a Schindler MT. Let me just check Sears closing, because he just said the Rego Park store was closing. That's interesting. Let's see. Um, hmm. Again, you need to direct message me these questions. I would love to answer them for you, but you can simply direct message me, and I'll be happy to answer all your questions for you. So I don't mind you asking questions. It's just I don't want to ask personal questions on a live stream. But if you can just redirect the message, you could just DM me the message, um, and then I'll answer it for you. But anyways, so getting back to what I was saying about Sears, yeah, Sears is not doing too well right now, and Mr. Eddie Lampert thinks that taking Sears and Kmart and putting them together, they did a store in Brooklyn, and they okay. All right. Yes, I will take a look at that after that live stream. Thank you. Yeah, Sears is not doing too well right now. They actually put Sears and Kmart together, and I mean they put it in a store in Brooklyn, and I just honestly putting two stores that are failing right now is not such a smart idea. They really shouldn't be doing that. I don't know why. Eddie Lampert thought that that was a great idea, but that is a very, very crappy idea. The fact that they put those two stores together into one big store. I mean, look, if they did that 8 years ago, honestly, that would have been a very good. Okay, okay. That would have been a very that would have been a very good idea. But the fact that they waited 8 years to do that is just sad. Like when they merged in 2005, they should have put it all together in all one roof, and they would have been fine. But then you have, one Sears store and one, Kmart store. Like no, Revo 8778. The elevator community really doesn't talk to him anymore. He just did some stupid things, and I've never talked to him personally, but I've heard stories about him. He was at one point he was a good member to the community. However, he really fell off the grid, and I just don't think the community really respected him anymore. And I don't think he was into filming elevators. I don't know what he's doing, honestly, with his life, but I think he did something, and then the community just stopped respecting him. So I think he just gave up filming elevators. And honestly, I think I'm glad that he did. I guess, I mean, Rego Park, it's just a Schindler MT. I mean, it's really nothing special. I mean, like I did with Pennies at Garden State just because of the nostalgia. I mean, you can go ahead and do it just because, I mean, you're in that area, but trust me, I would not make a trip out there to see it. The only reason why I went to J.C. Penney out on Long Island in Massapequa was because the J.C. Penney was closing, and those motors were worth the drive that I took from where I am. That was worth going out there to see it, and so that's why I did it. So yeah. There's really no other news about malls. I think Mauricetown Mall lost two tenants, but I'm not going to get into that. It's just two restaurants that they lost. And there's just some other news here about King of Prussia not being the biggest mall in the world, and then when American Dream opens, and which won't be too far away from me. I'm literally going to be 10 minutes away from that mall. It's going to be insane. So yes, that's going to be insane. That's going to be insane when that opens. That whole thing with Lord and Taylor and Saks, and that's another thing I wanted to talk about. Yes, I'm aware of that. I am aware of that. Once I go there next time, I will film Neiman Marcus. That is one thing I'm getting requested a lot. It's just I gotta find the time and the place to do it, and I'll be happy to go into Neiman Marcus and film the elevator. I do have to start on the second floor though because there is a security guard on the first floor, and I don't think they want to get reports about a person filming an elevator. So I would just rather I feel safer to film on the second floor because at least then there's not a security guard up there. But yes, I will get around to it the next time I go to that mall. That's going to be on the top of my priority list, and I'm also probably going to take a look at J.C. Penney too to see what the status of that space is rumors are going around that they're going to put 60 stores into that space, and then I don't know what's going to happen on the third level. I've also been hearing some rumors going around about a hotel going into JCPenney. Um, the garage door open. I'm not really into garages. That's something I'm just not into. I'm not really into car garages opening and closing. That's just not my. It's just not my style. It's your. Maybe it's your style. Maybe it's what you like. But yeah. Yeah, J.C. Penney at Westfield Garden State was a huge, huge loss. The fact that Unibail Rodamco terminated their lease and they left was just not very good. Not It was not very good that they closed that store. But Unibail Rodamco gave J.C. Penney money. It said, J.C. Penney, you've been here for 60 years. We want to reclaim the space for them all, and J.C. Penney accepted it, and they shut down the store. So now, the closest store to me is Wayne, because Palisades closed last year. So now, if I ever want to get my fix of J.C. Penney, which I really don't get my fix of J.C. Penney typically, I would have to go up to Wayne, which is about 20 minutes from here. But still, it's kind of a shame that a retailer. Has to close in Bergen County, especially one that's been there for a really long time. That just saddens me, honestly. But yeah, so that store will be missed along with Sears. However, I did film both J.C. Penney and Sears. However, Sears, we were asked by the employee what we were doing, and then we needed media clearance to take videos and photos of that store. So we just left. We didn't want to waste time. So we just didn't want. I just didn't want to deal with Sears and what they're going through right now, it's just not worth it. Their sitting CEO just wants to try to pump money in the company, and it's really not worth it. But yeah, J.C. Penney, we didn't get stopped, and then Toys R Us went well. So guys, do expect a Toys R Us final day video coming out this Saturday. Hopefully, I'm hoping that'll happen. So yeah, you might want to check that out when that's up, because it's going to be a really good video. I'm definitely going to throw the Toys R Us ad like I did in the last video, and I'm just going to make a real tribute video, because it'll be the last time I'll ever be in a Toys R Us, and it's the last Toys R Us store in Paramus and in Bergen County. So two iconic things about that store. So, and also the shape and form and the architecture of that store. So me and my friend are probably going to film it one last time, but again, me and him are just talking, so we'll see what happens. Okay, all right, cool, awesome. um Queens Crossings elevators, I do not know about that. I don't go to Queens often. I will say that. The only time I ever went to a mall in Queens was Queens Center, and that was because I wanted to go to get something at the food court. That was the only time I was ever in Queens Center. One time. Cars. I'm not really into cars. I am trying to get a set of wheels that either this summer or next, because I really want to start driving around and going to all these amazing places. So um, we'll have to wait and see about that. Um, So yeah, I'm gonna try and get a set of wheels either this summer or next. But once I do, I'll get to these other places and all these stores that are closing. I am gonna try and go for the Seaview Square Sears this weekend, but I don't know. I'll have to wait and see about that one. Only because respectfully it is going out of business, and I've never been there, and I would like to film the elevator before it closes. So it would be nice to see that store one last time before it does go out of business. So I'm gonna just take a look here, guys, really quickly at some other articles, and we'll get moving on with this video. Let's see. It's nice. 79 degrees. Can't complain. It's nice. It's nice out. Probably would like to be in a pool right now. But it's nice. The weather's really nice here. So yeah. So let's actually go over some things with Westfield. So some crazy things have been happening with Westfield left and right. Two major things I want to go. Oh yeah. Texas is down in the south. I've never been to Texas, but I'd like to visit one day. Um, so two major things happening with Westfield. So there's speculation that's going around that Sears at the Westfield Montgomery Mall will be closing in March of 2019. So that will allow Westfield to redevelop that space into a more of apartment style hotel complex and outdoor retail and shops. within the complex. So I think that could be very interesting to see coming to the Westfield Montgomery Mall located in Bethesda, Maryland. So that could be really interesting to see. And then also, if we go a little bit on the West Coast, we have just learned that Westfield is selling Horton Plaza, which was an upscale mall located in downtown San Diego, California, which actually lost its Nordstrom store about 2 years ago. So the mall has really gone downhill, and I guess Unibail-Rodamco doesn't want to deal with it. So honestly, Westfield selling Horton Plaza does signal that Westfield could very well sell off other malls too. Maybe Sunrise. I don't know. That's just a rumor right now. Unibail-Rodamco could not want Sunrise, and they could very well just flip it. So we'll have to wait and see about that. But I do not see anything yet about Westfield Sunrise getting sold. And when that does happen, I will give you guys the big scoop about all that stuff. Um, yes, Epco inchline on the outside, the very like small, like thin Epco inchline panel, and then on the inside it was Adams fixtures. So yes, that. But that elevator was nothing special. That thing was a death trap, and then finally the indicator went. So that thing was just they were just waiting to get out of there. Um, but Sears isn't going away at Primus Park. I think that's what a lot of people are getting confused with. Sears is actually going to be relocating in an appliance center. Oh, hello, New Jersey elevators. In a little appliance center right near Paramus Park. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, I know where Mexico is. I was in Mexico once at a hotel called the Hard Rock Cancun. It was very nice actually, very nice hotel. It was all inclusive. It was just beautiful. Um, but yeah, so that is what's happening with that. Schindler with PTL. Have you ever rode a Schindler with PTL? Um, Probably Westfield Garden State, honestly. I think those are Schindler Konas. I think those are PTO buttons. I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, but that's the only time I think I've ever rode in a Schindler with PTO. PTO. Um, Anyways, what else? What else? What else? Let's see how Simon is doing. Simon Malls. Yes, yes. By CPK, California Pizza Kitchen, and then the one by the Garage A. Garage B's PTLs have sadly been removed and replaced with three crappy Kones that run like absolute crap. Not saying Kone is bad at it outside of the U.S., but they really ship a lot. They ship the crap here. They really take a dump on us with these elevators. And I do respect Kone, and they're outside, but when they bring it here, it's just cheap. The jobs are done cheap. It's just cheap elevators that run like crap. And I get it, their traction, that's great, but they're not reliable, and they always freaking break down. Always. One time I went 3 years ago, but yeah, no, it's trust me, it's not worth it to go for those cones. Definitely not worth it to go for those cones. But yeah, I mean, listen, the only time I ever go to, um, no, I never heard of an XE Otis. Never heard of it. The only time I ever go to a mall outside of New Jersey is if I find out that like a certain store is closing and like I really, really need to ride that elevator because I know that I will never get that chance again. And that's why I did Chewbacca at Roosevelt Field, and that is exactly why I did not only did I do Chewbacca at Roosevelt Field, but I also did the Dover elevators at JCPenney Westfield Sunrise. I do not know if I'm going to do South Shore, but I may just because of that nostalgia. The Kone did not. Yeah, that Kone is okay. I will agree with you. It is better than Garage B, but that thing, that pan, that's another cheap. I mean, it's better looking. It is better. You're right. I will agree with you. It is better looking than the Garage elevators. However, it also kind of runs like not great. It just doesn't run great, honestly. And I mean, that's just my opinion. No, I know I mean, they're common. They're common. There's a few around. I mean, it's not bad looking. It does make it look premium. I will agree with that. But the elevator itself just runs like trash, and the panel is actually falling apart as well. That's oh yeah. No, I've never been there to China to see that. So yeah. Um, but yeah, that those things run like crap. So yeah. Let me see what else we got here. I'm surprised Macy's hasn't been closing stores. Please parrot in the noise. Let's see. I don't really think there's anything else to really touch up on. I'm just looking to see here. Oh, wow. Yes, I've been to Macy's. I went to Macy's at Newport last year to see what was going on with that mall, and I needed to visit it. It was a while since I've been there. There's many malls I have to visit. Trust me. Definitely Quaker Bridge is going to be one this year because Sears is going out. Yeah, that is definitely a Schindler MT. That is not a 330A. That is definitely a 300A. That's a Schindler MT. That's definitely not a 330A. A 330A is like the HT chimes. He probably didn't tell the difference back in the day, so that's kind of why I think he put that title. But he probably knows now. Obviously, it's a Schindler MT. It's definitely a Schindler MT. One of the very last ones before they just switched to all 330As, and that's why there's a lot of Schindler 330As around. You know, you come up to Paramus, and you know uh, they're everywhere in Paramus. You have a whole load of them at Westfield Garden State. You have two at Alexiburg in Town Center. You have two at Riverside, and there's probably going to be one in Paramus Park soon. So I mean, Schindler 330As, they're all over the place, and let alone there's stores along Route 17 that also have Schindler 330As, like Raymore and Flanagan, the Courtyard Marriott. And probably some other businesses I'm sure have Schindler 330A hydraulics. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So also, the former Sim store actually opened up as an RHL rug outlet. It's something I do need to check out one day. But again, I just when I go up that 17 corridor, I'm only going up there for one reason and one reason only to check out stores that are closing like Toys R Us. Obviously, I'm going to make the trip there this upcoming Friday, hopefully to go visit the store one last time before it closes forever. There's just a lot of nostalgic in that store and special, but I don't want to keep going over the same thing, so I'm going to keep moving along here with this little live stream. Let's see. What else? What else can we report on? I don't really think there's anything major going on. I'm just trying to find out for you guys to see if there's anything good here to report on. Yeah, Staten Island Mall is going through renovation, but I don't really want to talk about the Staten Island Mall. I mean, there's really nothing to talk about with that mall. Shake Shack opened there. Yeah, that Toys R Us has been closed. Oh wow, Staten Island Mall renovation. Let's see. Wow. Oh wow, yeah. I'm looking at a video right now of the Staten Island Mall expansion. Wow, this is awesome. This is awesome. Yeah, if you guys check it out. Oh wow, wow. They're using the same lighting as they did for the Premium Fashion District at Westfield Garden State. Wow. Oh, that's the food court. Wow, that's amazing. Wow. It's almost like the food court at Westfield Garden State a little bit. Wow. That is awesome, though. That is awesome. Um, wow. Yeah, you got this nice mall entrance right here. Wow, that is awesome what they're doing with this mall. The Staten Island Mall, they're expanding it and stuff. So I think that's kind of cool. I'm actually gonna take a look at the map and see what it looks like. But yeah, I think that expansion project is awesome. I think it's really cool that they're expanding that mall. And it's about time. I mean, that mall had 3 stores for years, and I went there back in 2015. I went to Macy's, J.C. Penney, and Sears, and I went right before they downsized Sears. So I was very lucky to get there. Oh wow, yeah, wow, they really added a lot. I'm just looking at this expansion project. Zara definitely is an. Oh really? They opened up a new Apple store. Wow. That's pretty cool, actually. This whole expansion project that is really cool. I'm sorry if I'm taken away here. It's just I just never seen this type of project before, and I forgot about the Staten Island Mall. So wow, yeah, wow, they really made this nice. I must say I'm pretty impressed what they're doing with this mall. I'm very impressed what they're doing. Yeah, I can't speak today. But yeah, wow. I'm gonna show you guys actually here. Let's see. Oh, flip this for a second. I'll get that later. Let's see. Oh yes, so here we go. Wow, look at that, guys. This part of here, let me just that. Yeah, I was uploading some videos as well, so you guys can check them out. Wow, so that is what the expansion looks like right there. In level 2, you can see. So yeah, they've been really hard at work at this with this whole mall thing, and I think it looks really well, and I think they're gonna clean up this food court too, and I think they're gonna move the food court over there. Um, I don't know where the parking deck is, but wow, yeah, they're really making this nice, which I really like. I'm really happy that they made it nice looking too. So yeah, it looks really cool to see this mall as a whole. So wow, yeah, that's pretty cool. I really haven't been paying attention to the I really haven't paid attention to the Staten Island Mall until now. But yeah, I think that renovation project is pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing that to a nudge mode. Yeah, like I said, I have not been to the Staten Island Mall in about 3 years. So, um, sorry, 1 second here. There we go. There we go. Yeah, like I said, I have not been to the Staten Island Mall in about 3 years. So, I couldn't tell you the difference with the what how the elevators run and stuff. So I could not tell you that. Anyways, let's see what else we got here. If you guys don't know the Sears location is closing, it's Quaker Bridge, Burlington Town Center, Seaview Square, and then a Kmart in Passaic, and also the Kmart in Elmwood Park, along with yeah. So those are the major Kmart's and Sears closing in the state of New Jersey. So I'm visiting Elmwood Park. I'm gonna try for Seaview Square, definitely Quaker Bridge, and Burlington Town Center is just way too far for me to visit, unfortunately. So I will not be visiting that store. But I will definitely try for Seaview Square. Excuse me, Quaker Bridge, and definitely me and my friend are documenting Kmart in Elmwood Park. So yeah. And anyways, guys. So now that I'm here, I want to tell you guys something. Um, so if you guys are watching, okay. All right. So my surprise to you guys is come and then do excuse the music outside. So in about a month, I will be taking a trip, and not just any trip. For the very first time, you will be seeing my channel having videos from the West Coast. Not Las Vegas, Nevada, but we're going a little bit further west. That's right, guys. We are going to have elevator videos from California. Now, how exciting is that? That's right, guys. I'm going to California this summer. I'm going to San Francisco. I'm going to LA. So this is very exciting. Felicia filmed the former. Yes, I'm aware. I saw the video. Don't worry. I'm keeping up with Felicia. Don't worry. But yes, California this summer, guys. I've been waiting a long time, but yes, California this summer. I'm really excited. I've never been to California before. Never have experienced the West Coast of the United States of America, and I'm looking forward to seeing what it has to offer, and all the great stuff, and obviously all the great elevators I'm going to see. And you guys already know I'm working on to begin work on trip reports. But this time I'm not flying out of John F. Kennedy. I will be flying out of Newark Airport to EWR to SFO. Most likely on a United. If any of you guys are plane enthusiasts, I'll be flying out on a United Boeing 757-200 most likely, or a 300. It depends on the type of plane they give us, but most likely a Boeing 757-200 from Newark Liberty International Airport to San Francisco International Airport. And not only that, but we're going from hub to hub. So we're going from United's premier East Coast hub, which is Newark Airport, to United's premier West Coast hub, which is San Francisco Airport. So that will be exciting, that we're going from hub to hub this summer. So I'll be experiencing and documenting all that excitement, and hopefully I don't get yelled at by the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey for taking videos and photos of the airports. They're just a whole bunch of you know what's and I just don't like them personally because they really restrict photography, and especially what they did to YouTube user ACE06 about filming an elevator at a path station. And I know they have a no photography policy, but I mean, come on, it's not like he was filming a train; he was freaking filming an elevator. Like, give him a break, man. Come on now, it's his hobby. And if you're gonna be like that, and you know what, I'm just gonna call the cops on you for harassing me when I'm not even doing anything. Oh, so yeah, Century 21 in Westbury, New York. Yeah, that has a Schindler. I've heard about that place. There's a Century 21 in Bergen Town Center that used to be Stearns and has two traction elevators and also a Kone MRL, of course. Yes, some lovely, lovely choices of elevators we have here in the North Jersey area. Yeah, some very lovely choices that we have. So that is that. And guys, I do apologize for the music in the background. That's just they're just blasting music and stuff. So I do apologize for that. So yeah. Anyways, guys, so let's see what else we could talk about here. Oh yeah, oh yeah, no doubt about that. Out in the U.S., Kone, bad. Outside of the U.S., they're not bad, but in the U.S., they're just. I know there's people that respect Kone, and I do respect their wishes. You know, they are a big part of our elevator community. We do have to respect that, but I'm sorry. I know I have to say it, but Kone just does not make fantastic products for America. They might make fantastic products for other countries, but it's just not good enough quality for our country. And it's cheap elevators that break down. And the reason why Kone wins all these contracts is because they're literally the cheapest bidder, and they were the cheapest bidder for Westfield, and Westfield just took them on. I do not know who Unibail Rodamco uses. I'm really crossing my fingers that it's not Kone because I do not want more Kone. I'm really hoping that it's like Schindler or Otis because I do not want another Kone at Westfield Garden State Plaza. I've already seen what they did to the parking deck B, and they've ruined it. And the Premium Fashion District wing, just all very poor choice elevators, and they all run like crap at the end of the day. So they're really nothing special, and they break down obviously. So yeah. Because Westfield has a quote exclusive contract with Kone. It's a whole thing, but I don't know how the contract's working now with the merger. They could keep Kone, they could switch to another contractor. I do not know what's going to happen with that whole process, but um, Roosevelt Field used to have Kone. They don't use Kone anymore. Kone lost the contract for that mall. It's some other brand that maintains the elevators. It's not Kone. Kone does not maintain Roosevelt Field anymore. They used to in the very early stages, but the contractor got swapped to a third-party GAL company that now maintains the elevators at Roosevelt Field. So if it wasn't bad enough that Kone is not maintaining it anymore, it's now a third-party company, which means that when those elevators break down, that third party company would be responsible to reach out to Kone to replace them. But yeah, the Roosevelt Field parking deck elevators are in a sad state of disrepair. The Kones though, if I had to choose between the Schindler MTs at Roosevelt and the Roosevelt Field parking deck or the Kones in Garage B, I would have to take the Schindler MTs at Roosevelt Field. Yes, they're rusty. Yes, they're older. Yes, they're cheaper. But you know what? At least they're decent enough quality, and I would pass them off. I know they're rusty. They run like crap, but I would still take those over Kone any day, even if it's a new Kone. So that's that, I guess. Let's see what else we got here news wise. I don't really think there's anything else. Like I said, the biggest thing that I think this week. Hmm. Are you sure about that? I don't think I ever heard news about that. Let's see. Possibly. I heard that Sears is not going to renew the lease. That's what I heard about that. I didn't hear about them ever closing that store. Otherwise, you would see articles left and right about that store going out of business. I would obviously not make a trip there since I went to that store last year. But no. You know what? I actually had to deal with a guy, a tall guy. He said, are you taking videos and photos of the elevators? I was like, yeah, I just have an interest in elevators. I was like, yeah, well, I'm the director of security, and you can't really be doing that. I was like, yeah. I was like, wow, man, that's cool. The fact that he had to stop me for taking pictures. I mean, okay, yeah, I get it. It's Las Vegas, but I mean, it's a freaking mall. But I guess I do understand his wishes. It is Las Vegas, so it's the last place you want to see. But I mean, even in freaking the shops in Riverside, what happened? They threatened to call the police on me because I didn't even want to give them their footage. Near New York City, New Jersey. Um, Definitely the mall at Short Hills. That mall is worth checking out. I mean, if you really want to go wild, I would say go to Westfield Garden State and Roosevelt Field, but definitely Short Hills is a mall that is worth going to. It has a very, very, very good selection of elevators. And you know what's great? None of the elevators in that mall are Kone. That's what I love about that mall. Not one single elevator is Kone, with the exception of the Schindlers, which is what I absolutely love about that mall. And I absolutely love that Tallman has a contract with Schindler because even the newer Schindlers now are a lot nicer than Kone. It really just, I don't know, something about Tallman's malls and their architecture. It's just really nice to go to, and I really wish the mall at Short Hills was a lot closer to me, and I would definitely go more often. But it's just like, it's a lot of the stores there are also very expensive as well. And I don't have a lot of money to spend, but it's still a very nice mall to walk around and stuff. Westfield Garden State is okay. It's not great, but it's okay. It's that's like the mall for everybody. And then Riverside is just they're just a snobby, stuck-up mall that just does not like photographers. And the same thing with Tallman. They don't really like elevator photography, but I was never stopped by security there. But the shops Riverside, just because it's close to New York City, they have to freaking stop me and then threaten to take my camera away, and then what? They're going to threaten to call the cops on me because I'm refusing to give my property to them. That's freaking BS. But it's whatever. It's whatever. I go there on Sundays now and I just film. I don't need to deal with freaking Allied Universal, that division of Allied Universal at least. So yeah, I mean, honestly though, the renovations at Riverside are coming out really well. I really love what they're doing with them. Sadly though, the water fountain was scrapped, which I absolutely hate. That Simon, cut that out. But that's Simon at its finest, right? They like cutting out stuff when something is not necessary. Then they just take a pair of scissors and cut. We're not doing a water fountain. And I really thought they were going to do water fountain. Very disappointed on Simon with that. They tried to keep their promise to that, and then they said, nope, we're cutting that. So Simon can be very greedy. They only want to do stuff that they think looks good in their malls. And I really think the water fountain personally would have been beautiful. But I also think here's a few things. It was close to AMC, but I'm guessing they were afraid that popcorn would fall on the water fountain. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, and security anywhere is really a hit or miss, but it just depends on the type of mall and the type of environment. As you can see, though, the Shops Riverside is a very stingy and greedy mall, and they will stop you if they see you taking videos and photos of elevators, and they will harass you. And they did with my friend about 8 years ago. They followed him around the mall, because he was taking videos and photos, and then, he told them to put his camera away, he complied. And then, the fact that they told, and yes, the mall's located in Bergen County. The fact that they told the Bergen County prosecutor at the time, his name was John L. Molino. He was the Bergen County prosecutor at one time. He told him about the freaking elevator filming. Now, why in the world would you tell the goddamn Bergen County prosecutor about freaking elevator filming? It's just, those security guards, I haven't heard anything about Sears. But yeah, the freaking security guards at Riverside, they're just bad. I mean, the fact that they had to follow him around, the fact that they, harassed him until he got into Bloomingdale's, the fact that they got the Bergen County prosecutor involved just for filming an elevator. Like, how freaking ridiculous. And we had other problems at the time. We didn't need freaking the Bergen County prosecutor to get involved just because some, grown man was taking videos and photos of an elevator. They think it's, suspicious activity. So, honestly, I just hate that. I just hate the security there. The mall's coming out nice, but again, two thumbs down to the security at that mall. They're definitely a bunch of greedy people, and they need to be retaught a lesson significantly. And the next time they do that, I'm gonna, get people involved that I don't want to that needs to get involved. So. hopefully it won't happen again. That's all I'm saying is hopefully it won't happen again. But it was just a very silly event, and I just think it was handled very poorly. I think it was handled very poorly, and the fact that he threatened to call the police on me was very sad, and it's whatever, honestly. Hopefully they won't bother me again about it. So, anyways, moving on to the next story here. Let's see what else we got here. If you guys have any questions, make sure to type up in the comments. Definitely, I would love to answer your questions. Just no personal questions, though. I will be taking those questions. Just no, yeah. Just no, like personal questions about my life and stuff. But any elevator questions about any store closings, I will be happy to answer them on this live stream. So go ahead and type away because I'm going to end the live stream in about 20 minutes or so. So if you guys have any questions, make sure to type them up. Just no personal ones. I'm just logging in here to just some website. Notifications. Really? Yeah, the Mills of Jersey Gardens is another one. Did security stop you at the Mills of Jersey Gardens? Yeah, because I know Simon Security. They're just a bunch of, I don't know. I think the whole Allied Universal division of the Northeast. Oh no, they didn't stop you. Oh, good, yeah. Yeah, you got to be careful around that mall, especially the area that it's in. And I could see why the Allied Universal security guards would be more protective there than anywhere. Also because the mall is near Newark Airport as well. And trust me, guys, I haven't been to Mills Jersey Gardens in years. And honestly, though, that mall is really nothing special. It's just a bunch of Impulses and a ThyssenKrupp right in the middle of the mall. That mall is really nothing special, and I hate to say that. I cut the video while I was filming. Yeah. Honestly, though, you know what? If the security guards listen, I will tell you something. If the security guards tell you to stop filming, you keep filming because you know what? You should show us and the community that we need to take a stand to these security guards. At selected properties, they did. It is not on their code of conduct, but at select properties, they do enforce it, unfortunately. And I guess the Mills of Jersey Gardens and the Shops Riverside happen to be one of those two, quote, selected properties that still enforce that policy. But I mean, it's even enforced at the mall at Short Hills, but I didn't get stopped once when I was filming there. So maybe I got lucky. Maybe it was a low-key Saturday and they really didn't need security there. I don't know, but I got very lucky. I didn't get stopped there either. But yeah, I mean, honestly though, to this day, I only go to malls just to see them. Oh no, they're not called Allied Barton anymore. They merged with Universal Security Group, and now it's Allied Universal. That's why it's no longer Allied Barton. It's Allied Universal because they merged with another security group, and now they're called Allied Universal. But they're just I mean, at least their New Jersey division absolutely sucks. They straight up suck. They're greedy. They want to stop anyone who looks suspicious or is doing anything suspicious. And I get that, yes, but I mean, picking on a guy that's got a video camera. So, I mean, like, come on now. Oh, I do apologize for that. I did not realize that there's someone up there doing that. Oh my god. So I'm gonna just try and just talk over that for 1 second, guys. I do apologize about that noise in the background. So I am just trying to just talk over that, just so that no one hears it. Yeah, no, it's the same with Simon. It's all. I mean, Simon did cut the policy, but I'm guessing for selected malls they didn't cut the policy. So it's like, I think I just kind of find it ridiculous that they would do that. So. But anyways, yeah, that thing on a Saturday can get very busy. You want to go very early in the morning, like right when the store opens. That's the key to filming in those types of busy malls. You need to get there right when they open. You can't go in the afternoon, especially on a Saturday. Oh, the store manager. I don't think the store manager wouldn't mind taking pictures in there. The people in Macy's, they don't really care if you're taking pictures. Yeah, no, they don't really care. But here's the thing, though. You want to get to Macy's early, and you'll get a better experience. Trust me, this is what I've learned. And for future filmers, guys, if you want to visit a mall and it's a busy mall, you want to go first thing in the morning, or right when they're closing too. That's when you get the best rides. Right when they're closing, or first thing in the morning. You get the better rides, you get the better experience, and the videos just come out more clear and crisp, and it gives you a chance to really describe how the elevator runs, what type of elevator it is, where it's located, and all that other great stuff. So that is a key point to making an elevator video successful and getting more subscribers and comments. And yeah, so again, a busy mall. You want to get there early in the morning. You don't want to go, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon because by then the mall's busy as hell. So I mean, if you want to plan a trip to film, you want to go first thing in the morning, and you want to be back. You want to be back to wherever you want to be probably in the afternoon. Yeah, like I said, you go first thing in the morning, or you go sometime during the week. You're perfect. You're golden. Yes, I do apologize about the noise and stuff that's been going on. But I'm just trying to do my very best here. Uh, so, anyways, guys. But yeah, again, first thing in the morning for malls, you get the best videos, especially in Macy's. You know what? I agree. It just I just feel that Allen Universal is a very bad company, and this was said 8 years ago, and they're still bad to this day. In fact, I think they've gotten worse than 8 years ago. Oh, okay, cool. Cheesecake Factory in Rockaway. Yeah, no, like I said, you go early in the morning, you get all the elevators done, and you leave in the afternoon. It's like perfect. You accomplished exactly what you wanted to do today. And that's what I used to do all the time. I would run to all these great malls around the state. I stopped it because, I really think it was better to go when, like, stores are closing. It actually makes the experience a lot better because you're actually seeing something. You're actually seeing, barren walls and empty stuff, and I find that stuff to be really interesting. The Shops Riverside renovations are going very well. They actually just begun the third phase, and they're actually relocating Barnes and Noble right next to the brand new Cheesecake Factory. So that Barnes and Noble will most likely be 2 floors, and will also have a 330A. Westfield malls? No, not Allied Universal. No, I'm thinking for the West Coast maybe Allied Universal for Westfield malls, but not the East Coast at least. Oh, cool. Did not know that. Yeah, Dave and Buster's has been open up for a while, but again, not going up to Wayne for a 330A. Just not worth my time. I'll get there when I get there. That's all I have to say. I will get there when I get there. Yeah, 30 to 45 minutes to get around to filming elevators in the mall is typically all you really need. But you go first thing in the morning with that 30 and 45 minutes, and you can either, go to a place where you need to be, or you can spend the rest of the time in the mall walking around and experiencing all the experiences that the mall has to offer. That's my opinion. I see it. Oh, cool. Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I really wish Dave and Buster's was around when I was a kid, but the closest one was Palisade Center, but now the closest one's like Wayne. Nice, cool. So that's kind of why I'm doing that. But if you guys got any questions, just type them up in the comments because we're running low on time here, so I want to make sure to get everyone's questions in before I end this live stream. So. No, I haven't. Sunrise Mall for a ThyssenKrupp. It's a far drive, and for a ThyssenKrupp, I don't know about that. Maybe when J.C. Penney closes it at South Shore, I would go to Sunrise. But other than that, I do not think I would want to go there for a ThyssenKrupp. Um. Oh. Oh, really? Wow. Okay. Um. Where you staying? Are you staying at that Courtyard by Marriott in Rutherford, or are you staying at the Renaissance? Schindler Elevator and yes, Westinghouse Epco Circle Line. But no, actually no. Just Westinghouse Epco. But yeah, I mean, Oh yeah, if Texas, if you're here still, just tell me about the The Residence Inn. Oh wow. Oh, and East. Oh yeah, that's in East Rutherford. Yeah, those have nice ThyssenKrupps. Texas A&M. DM me about your trip somehow. Definitely direct message me. Have you ever been to the Hanover Crossroads in Cedar Knolls, New Jersey? Um, no, I've never been there. I've never been to Hanover. But yeah. Oh, Shanghai, China. Nice. Have fun. Have fun filming elevators in Shanghai. That'll be interesting to see. I don't really watch foreign elevators. I'm more into the elevators in the United States, but maybe that's just me. So I'm just 9 more minutes in here, and we'll wrap it up here. I think we've 261 James Street, Morris. Okay, cool, cool, awesome. Can't wait to see. What else do we got here? Um, oh yeah, just excuse the yelling. um, Texas MN? Are you still in this chat? Cause I can hold on. I'm gonna. Sorry about the noise, guys. Hold on. Oh, sorry about the yelling. Sorry about the yelling. Nothing I can do. Nothing I can do. Nothing I can do. Okay. Can you send me a direct message about the details of your trip? Yes, I'm aware the Westfield manager was finalized. Hold on here. Yep. Hold on. Oh yeah. Yes, guys, I do apologize about the noise in the background. Oh, good lord. Guys, I do apologize about the noise in the background. So, oh, God. Embarrassed much? Sorry about that, guys. Oh. Oh. My bad. Yep, 100% vacancy. That's right. When Sears closes, it will be vacancy. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see about that. So yeah, guys. So I'm gonna wrap it up here in about a few minutes. Old Orchard. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Texas M and Elevators. I'm sending you a message right now. Just go reply to it if you get the chance. TX M and Elevators. Which was Otis Lexon. Sorry, I didn't see the chat. What movies have I seen lately? I saw some science fiction movie, and I saw some other kind of movie. I don't even know. I was at two movie theaters at the same day on two different elevators. I went to AMC Garden State 16 one day, and then I went to the Williams Center Cinema the other day and rode the Dover Classic. So yeah, that was kind of cool in 2 days. I really want to see The Incredibles too, though. I've been hearing some really good things about it, so I absolutely want to see that movie this summer. But yeah, I'll have to wait and see about that one. Hopefully. So yeah. So yeah, guys, I do apologize about that yelling back there. So if you guys heard it, then great. If not, then great. Great. Okay, moving on. So yeah, really not that much else to talk about here. Let's see what else we can see here. Yeah, I've been hearing some really good things about it. Like I said, I definitely absolutely want to see it. Um, Oceans 8 at Bridgewater Commons. Yeah, I've never been to that dine-in. I was only at the Menlo Park dine-in once. It was okay. That's why I almost tried the AMC Lux one in Riverside. However, the prices were very expensive for what it was. It was like it was going to be like over $50 just to see a movie there. And I did not want to try it. And the place didn't have an elevator, so I just said, nah, it's not worth $50 just to see him there. And when we can see it, we can go 2 miles west and pay less, to just see a movie. I mean, we don't need the whole, recliner and food experience for more. It's better to just pay less to just see a movie. We just thought it was just better value, honestly. So yeah, that was that, I guess. I definitely will see if I can try the movie theater in Paramus Park. That is something I will definitely have to consider trying. So yes, I heard about that. I heard about that. I know those Westies in Tri County make me think of the Westinghouse at JJ Newberry, that the Alta Bergen Town Center that's gone now, and that's now going to be covered up completely, and it's going to be replaced with a Burlington coat factory now. Oh, cool. Shang is a Shanghai Mitsubishi. I filmed an LG elevator once in Hackensack, believe it or not. They were a set of traction elevators at a Tri County flea market. So yeah, that's what that was. And then there was also a Westinghouse traction too at Bergentown Center, and both have now been removed. Lord and Taylor in Livingston, yes, I've not been there in a while. I don't plan to visit there unless Sears is closing. I just really have no intention to go to Livingston Mall, honestly. So that is that, I guess. There's 3 more minutes here, and we're gonna call it a night. So yeah, just waiting here, just a few more minutes, and then we will end the live stream, unfortunately. And you can watch earlier on in the live stream. You can see exactly what I'll do. Powder Barn Elder Shopster on Hackensack. Yes, I'm aware of that. I am aware of that. I don't really film the stores at Riverside unless they're going out, which I have to film Barnes and Noble because I heard they're gonna knock that building down. And you know what? To get a final right on that, um, not really much to know, except you might just want to be careful in the parking deck. That's one thing I will advise because I almost did get caught by security once for taking a video of the elevator. They tried to chase us down for taking rides on the elevators, and they found it to be suspicious activity. So that is that, I guess. And I guess one last thing I want to go over quickly is Lord and Taylor in New York City. I prefer the Hilton brand. So Lord and Taylor in New York City is ending a run. Yes, they updated to restore the chime. That is correct. So yes, the Lord and Taylor store that's been in New York City for about 104 years will be closing sometime in early 2019. This is a very tragic event because greedy Canadians called Hudson Bay Company is pretty much just sucking all the money out of this iconic American brand, Lord and Taylor, and they don't care about it. It's just they're sucking money. It's sad, honestly. It's really sad. Uh, so. I don't know. All these freaking store closings are just, I mean, left and right. You see it, this one's closing, that one's closing, and the sad part is that you don't even know who's next. It's just, it's very sad, and, another retailer will fold. Uh, I don't know who the security is at the Altenburg in Town Center. Yeah, definitely. That's definitely a place you need to go. If you're visiting New York City, I would highly, highly recommend going there. Highly. Not even Not even, lowly recommend, but highly, highly recommend that. Used to be. But I think they were modded with Kone, I believe. I don't think they're Schindler GT anymore. So, yeah. We're gonna wrap it up here in a few minutes. Of course I've been in New York City. What kind of question is that to someone living near NYC? But yeah, of course I've been in New York City. Kmart and Penn Station isn't really worth it. Unless you really want to go there just because, Kmart and Sears are struggling, then by all means go ahead. But I personally don't think it was worth it. I was at that Kmart once. And I think that's the only Kmart. I think there's one other Kmart in New York that has an elevator too. But I know in New Jersey it's two stores that have an elevator. It's Elmwood Park, which is going out, and West Caldwell, I think, is the other one. Or no, you know what? It's one of the oranges. I think it's one of the oranges or something that Kmart store is located in. But I'm surprised it hasn't gone out yet. So, yeah. So that is that, I guess. All right, guys. So we have officially reached the 1 hour mark of this live stream, and as you guys know, I unfortunately have other things. Yes, I know West Orange came out as an elevator. I unfortunately have other things to do to take care of tonight. So, anyways, guys, thank you again for watching this live stream, and that is it.